Yay, we're done with story problems for a while. We're gonna you have a big unit test, and I want to go back and just kind of simplify what do we do and get some practice just in solving basic multi-step equations. Okay, so this should be an easy day. I'm just gonna do 2 problems and then let you have the class to finish this. What you don't finish is homework due tomorrow. So let's go take a look at this, and I'm gonna jump right into one of the harder ones. I'm gonna go down to problem G in this. All right, so you're in Cryptic Quiz, and let's drop down to G. I'm going to zoom way in on here. And on every one of these problems, we're going to flip our paper over and work on the other side. But before we do that, I want to look, right? So we'll be doing this, and let's go to our notes, the 5 steps of solving equations, right? The first one is, do we need to distribute? And you see parentheses. Nope, so that one's not there. Second, do you need to combine like terms? No, I don't have 2 variables on one side or 2 numbers on both sides, so that's not there. Step 3 was, is the variable on both sides? And that's mostly what this worksheet is working for. And yeah, I have it on both sides. And again, remember, which one am I keeping? And it's which one's higher on a number line. And we're just going to do this real quick. Put this in your notes. These are negative numbers, right? So here's 0, and I'm dropping down to a negative 27, negative 28, negative 29. You notice how, and no, one more, and negative 30, how the numbers work, right? The negative 27 is higher on a number line. So this is the one you're going to keep. And this is the one that we're going to get rid of with a 0 pair. And it makes kind of an odd situation. So let's flip our paper over and go work on this, okay? So we've got, I'm flipping my paper over so I can see, but you're writing on the back side of your paper. Get my pencil out. We're problem G, all right? Problem G. And it says negative 30n equals negative 27n minus 63. Let's draw our line coming down here. And notice that this one's higher on the number line, so we're going to get rid of the negative 30. Well, it does an odd thing happens here. And this disappears, and we have to do it to both sides. And we will end up getting 0 here. Now, I can't leave this with nothing on this side because there is something, and this is where the 0 is no longer invisible. Since there's nothing else there, I have to show the 0. And so I got 0 equals, and this becomes 3n and a negative 63. The very next step on solving says, get the constant on the opposite side of the variable. So it's okay that that's 0 there. Watch what happens. I'm getting this constant with a 0 pair, like this, onto the opposite side. So now this disappears, and it's invisible 0 because I still have stuff on this side. And now look, 0 and 63 makes 63, and so it's no longer empty on this side. Step 5, there's your coefficient, and we get rid of it by turning the coefficient into a 1, like this, on both sides. And 63 divided by 3, we're getting an n equal to 21, I believe. And so now I can write, we're not into story problems anymore, so I can write my answer in a box here, right? N equals, it's a little bigger, n equals 21. So a fairly simple problem, but it's got that weird thing where you'll end up getting a 0. So let's go find our answer on the back and see how this puzzle works. And n equals 21. G, we've got n equals 21. And so I think what I do is I'm going to look for a 21 up in the answer key here, as many of them as I can find. Any 21s that you see? And they should be the letter N. No, it should be the letter G. We were solving for problem G. So 21s are a G. There's a G. There's a G. I think there were just 2 of them. All right. And so we're going to just do this. I'll do one more. You can do the rest on your own. And I'd like them all worked on a separate sheet of paper. You can do it on the back, but there's not enough room in this worksheet to do them on the paper. So I do expect to see your work, just like I've done here. And these are your notes, right? So we're going to do one more notes before they're checked. Let's take a look at another one with negatives. Oh, no, I know. I want to do number S, the very last one. That's another weird one that I think throws you guys. This is not an infinite solution one or a null set. Let's take a look at S, okay? I'm going to draw our line coming down here. And this is negative 1x. This is positive 1x. And again, we're thinking about that number line. Which one's taller? Here's 0. There's 1. There's negative 1. 1 is higher on the number line. And remember, these have invisible 1s in front of them, right? 1x, negative 1x. So this is the one we're keeping, and that's what we get rid of with a 0 pair. And there's actually room on the worksheet to do this one, so let's just do it on the worksheet. So the 0 pair is I'm adding 1x to each side. And what I'll end up getting is a negative 1 equals 2x and a negative 21. Now I've got the constant that I have to get rid of with a 0 pair, plus 21 to both sides. This zeroes out, and I get my 2x equal to 20. Get the coefficient, the number in front of a variable, to be a 1 by dividing by 2. Looks like this. And I'll end up with a final answer. Boy, though, it's just barely enough room to do this one. Really should do this on the back of your paper. And x equals 10. And I'll put my answer in a box. X equals 10 for the letter S. So I'm going to go up to the top, and everywhere I see a 10, I'm going to put the letter S. Let's go find those. 10. There's one. Oh, notice there's negative answers too. 10, that's an S. 10, that's an S. And again, as you're solving some of these, don't just share the answer sheet here, but I would love to see shown work. Share some of these answers up on the document camera so others can see how to solve one. You know, if you want to see one, ask if someone can share their work with the class on this. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.